if I'm honest, I think there's not a huge amount of volume in terms of sales going on at London Fashion Week. I think it's very, very important to be at London Fashion Week. All the brands now are coming back. Burberry's back, Temple is back, Aquascutum's back, Jaeger's back. Everybody's in London now. And I think it's important for you guys, if you can afford it, and if it's appropriate for your brand, to try and put on some type of an event or some type of a presentation at Fashion Week. If you can get in, great. You will sell far more though in Paris. Paris Fashion Week is where the real orders are placed, and where most of the international buyers go. So if you can get to London, that's great, but really where you want to be also is Paris. There's not an either or, you need to be both. Once you get big enough, and once you start to be an international brand, you also need to exhibit in the US. Which brings me on to planning. You have to plan better. I bet no one plans in terms of their critical path or their calendar or what they need to do when. The reason I bet no one does it is because none of my clients do when I first start working with them. Most of them, when I say to them, can I see a copy of your critical path? They say, what's a critical path? And that scares me, so maybe people are thinking, what's a critical path? A critical path is what you need to do by when. So if you have a calendar, you work back from the show and you work back from your target delivery in store and say, okay, if I show on the February the 21st, I need 4 weeks to make my samples. That means I've got to give them the fabric and the patterns by middle of January. That means I've got to do something by then. That means I've got to work back, work back, work back. Okay, now I need to start sketching then in September. Oh no, but that's when I'm showing. Shit, so how am I going to do that then? So but you need to think about it and plan for it so that you know that you're going to be busy every single day and that you don't think, okay, show's over, I can have a relax and I can have a week off. No, because I'm thinking, hang on, I've got my critical path that tells me I've got to start doing autumn now. So I've got to start now thinking about autumn. The show's over, that's great. I'm starting to sell, but in the back of my mind I'm thinking next season I've got to do such and such. So it's really important to start planning.